Taking a few more breaths in your child's pose before coming up into your tabletop position, keeping those palms right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and start to find a few cat-cows here. Rolling the shoulder blades back on your inhale, lifting head and tailbone. Exhale, rounding out through the spine, really pushing the mat away from you. Finding a nice full range of motion through your spine. Really getting Mulabandha engaged on each exhale to try to squeeze the last little bit of air out of the body. Good. Slowly neutralize your spine, walking your left palm to the center, directly underneath the face. Inhale the right arm up toward the ceiling. And then exhale, thread the needle. Taking the arm underneath the left side of the body. Doing that a few more times, about 2 to 3 Phalases. Now, if it feels good for your body, you can continue to move. Or the next time the arm comes through, just touch down the shoulder. Maybe even adding on, taking the left palm to your lower back. You're welcome to extend your left leg as well. So try to keep the back of your neck nice and long. Maybe even close the eyes. Breathing right in between those shoulder blades. Then slowly release, planting your left palm, taking that left leg back in. From your tabletop, perch up through the fingertips. Angry cat pose for 2 breaths. Slowly release, right palm center and switch. Left arm up to the ceiling on an inhale. Exhale, threading the left arm underneath the side of the body. Continue for about 2 to 3 or how much ever you did on the other side. Just trying to repeat the same thing here. Making any kind of small adjustments so you can get the most out of the posture. Pulling the left hip bone back. Keeping that length in through the tailbone. Through a slight tuck and engagement through the muscles of your upper belly. Maybe if you extended that leg previously, you can go ahead and reach the right leg out as well. And then taking those 2 full body breaths. Slowly releasing that right palm down, pulling that right leg back in. From your tabletop position, planting your palms right underneath the shoulder blades and coming into your first set, downward dog. Walking out through your feet a little bit, shaking out the head, and then even pulsing the chest toward the back wall a few times. Reaching the right leg up toward the ceiling when you're ready. Nice, slow and controlled, there's no rush here. Before stepping that right foot in the middle of your mat, dropping left heel down. You can use your blocks here if you need it. Flat back on an inhale. And then forward fold over that right leg. Trying to take the tip of the nose down toward the shin here. Shaking out that head. Ensure the crown of the head is parallel to the mat. Slowly start to rise up into your flat spine, maintaining this position. Just shift the weight forward to the right leg, reaching the left leg back, flex the foot, internally rotate, and then tuck the tailbone and lifting up through the chest. Maybe today is the day where you reach the arms toward the side. Maybe you get into a candy cane position. If you need to, you could release one of the palms to the blocks. But whatever your position is, keeping that balance point with the eyes. Okay, you've got about 2 more breaths. Let's take the palms to the blocks first, big toes together before you come into a squat. Trying to wrap the arms around the legs. You could always take a block underneath the hips.
Keeping the head neutral or dropping the chin toward the chest here for a few Ujjayi breaths. You've got 5. Good, slowly release, coming into a forward fold. Feet walk hips width, relax the head, interlace the fingers behind the back. This is an option, you don't have to. And then slowly reach the arms up toward the ceiling from there. Once again, softening the back of the neck a little bit more. If you have tight hamstrings, you could bend the knees a little bit deeper. Keep reaching through the chest, just so you can get that fascial plane opening right back from the lower back, glutes, into those hamstrings. Taking one more breath here. Good, slowly releasing your palms. Move the props out of the way, planting those palms down, high plank position. We're gonna skip a vinyasa today. You're just gonna floss through the shoulders instead. So you're gonna come into a full upward dog on a breath in, and then back into your downward dog on a breath out. Taking 5 more, inhale, rock forward, squeeze the glutes, lift and look up. Exhale, engaging through your belly and press back. 3 more. Take about 2 breaths here in downward dog. Reposition yourself, keeping those feet at hips width. When you're ready, let's reach the left leg up toward the ceiling, stepping the foot just into the middle of your mat. Right heel drops down, flat back on an inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Take your options, be mindful to pull the left hip back, trying your best to keep your left knee straight. Once again, tip of the nose, forehead comes a little bit closer toward the shin. Taking a few more breaths here. Flat back on an inhale, rocking that weight forward 80% into the outstep and heel of the foot, and then start to lift that back right leg. Flex the foot, internally rotate. Pull the lower belly in so there's a micro bend into the standing leg, and then you can go ahead and take flight. Whatever you did on the other side, try to do the same thing here. And remember, every day is going to be different, so don't take it too seriously, letting go of any kind of judgment, expectation. And really, you're tailoring out to what it is that you need today. And it can always be fluid. It can always be moving from one angle to the next. Taking 2 more breaths. Palms to the blocks, big toes together. Forward fold on an exhale. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Stand up, heavy on the heels, reaching the arms to the ceiling. Palms to prayer. 5 Bhastrikas, palms to the rib cage. You can stay standing, but just so you can see, palms on the rib cage, breathing here. In through the nose. Out of the mouth, AH. 3 more. Really pushing the air out. Palms to the lower back. You could maintain a standing position, or you could come down onto the knees. Inhale, taking the eyes to look up, lifting up through the heart. And then exhale, slowly pressing the hips forward, lean the upper body back. The deeper you go, the higher the chest lifts, the stronger the front line squeeze in Mula Bandha. Maybe even dropping the head, or if it's there, you can reach back for the heels if you're in that second option where you are doing this posture on the knees, known as camel pose. Okay, wherever you are, taking 3 more breaths here. Palms to the lower back. If you reach for the heels, engaging through your core, slowly bring yourself up, sitting onto the heels. If you're in that standing position, coming down onto the knees, and you can also stay here, or you're welcome to take a little bit deeper of a release in child's pose. Palms can be on the block if you want to elevate through the arms, or if you want to plant those palms flat down onto the mat. Reconnecting to the area of the back.